big
but
office
there are wheel
buildings.
mechanisms for every door.
That's not a wheel. That's not a.
I said wheel.
How do we
The man said
define
wheel mechanism?
What? Is that a wheel mechanism?
So you know what?
Yes, the
that
doorknob is a wheel.
Leighton, I agree. A drawer is a door mechanism. The valves in your heart are door mechanisms.
Y'all are retarded.
What now?
Retarded.
It's a door mechanism.
No, shut up. You're gonna piss me off.
You've been mad.
Oh my
You've
God.
been upset.
You niggas are stupid. Bro, it's wheels. Wheels is the answer.
How?
That's it.
Because of the mechanism.
Every door, there's a wheel. A doorknob is a wheel.
He's leaving through the door.
Real nigga coming out the so-flow, and the flow wavy got a bolo. Oh no, looking like you running out of stamina. Call yourself an animal, cause you know.
What's good?
Morning.
Morning.
Yo.
What time's morning? Afternoon. Anyway.
Whatever time y'all watch this.
Welcome back to season 2 of the Holy Hood podcast. We are out here.
Yo, yeah.
We out here.
We out here. So, of course, I'm Malik.
I'm Taariq.
This guy.
Producer Matt.
And we got producer Matt over there who you guys cannot see. You will never see his
you will
face.
never see him.
Never see his face.
Stop asking. I had people come like, bro, when is producer Matt getting a camera? He's not getting a camera.
It is a decision. His
100,000
identity needs to be protected.
Yes.
100,000 subscribers, face reveal.
There we go. Thank you.
Hey, there you go.
Right?
Big
And
facts.
then, no, 1 million subscribers.
Yeah, so call your friends.
You know, we're just gonna pump fake on.
A million. No, I'm shooting for the moon right now. 1 million. If we get 1 million subscribers, we'll reveal his face.
So perfect. There you go. And if you're wondering, like, so if you saw our first episode from season 2 and you're like, hey, producer Matt wasn't in the first episode, if that was a couple episodes or so ago, whatever, it's because, guys, here's the reality. We can only afford 4 microphones.
We broke his head, but we got 2 studios.
Right, so yeah, we have to. If you're wondering if
Invest
we're good
in
at
real estate.
the money part, no, that's the accountant's fault. But so listen, if you guys want us to be able to afford more microphones and continue to do this podcast, hop on Patreon. There'll be exclusives coming this season. We got some incredible stuff planned.
Yes, sir.
For sure.
Some of the incredible stuff.
It get wild on the Patreon, boy. I'm trying to tell
And the
you.
OnlyFans.
On the Patreon, so I'm just trying to tell you.
Why are you staring at me?
I'm looking at the camera.
You're right here now.
He made direct eye contact with Matt.
Yo, he did, bro. He was like, and the OnlyFans, right, Matt?
Right, Matt.
Who the hell is Matt?
Hey, that's at
All right,
100.
his name is producer Matt.
Yeah. Anyway, so here's
That's
so
at
we
100K.
thought. So we thought. Right? Who knows? All right. So listen.
Cats be
Speaking of
snitching, bro.
big things coming,
Your
we
social
have
life.
our first official sponsor.
Yeah,
of the pod. Taariq, what's going on with these hoodies?
Yeah. So, God's Authentic Soulja hoodies, bro. GAS Apparel. That's G.A.S.Apparel. On Instagram, they donated these hoodies to us. I know the owner. He's a super cool dude, bro. Shout out to GAS Apparel, bro. Go cop yourself some hoodie. They have different colors. I think the purple one might be. I don't want to get this wrong. I forget what the colors represent, but like each color has a different meaning. So purple is whoops.
Well, yeah, playing music.
I'm trying to see where it's at.
It feels nice.
It
Right?
is dope quality.
And so
bro.
yeah, like
definitely dope
y'all go buy
quality.
these hoodies. If they were trash, I wouldn't have put it on, and we were talking about this right now. I would've
Purple
told-
is lupus. So purple is lupus. Purple is lupus. They have a Black Lives Matter. They have a blue for colon cancer. A gray for kidney disease. Orange is multiple sclerosis. So they have red is sickle cell. So they have different hoodies. The black one is the Black Lives Matter hoodie. So yeah, bro, it's they really out here. These are super dope quality. Definitely go check them out for sure. That's G.A.S.Apparel on Instagram.
You could probably leave the link in the description too.
Yeah,
we'll put the link in the description.
somewhere over the rainbow. You'll be able to click the link.
Yeah, somewhere down here. Somewhere.
Right, this
Were you playing at your crotch?
Why would,
We don't do that here. Save that for your OnlyFans. Anyway, all right. So we have a question that's been floating around the internet for I think a couple years now. But we really want to have a conversation about this as we get into the podcast. Is it related? Not. Why would you think we do something like that? Get out of here. But here's a question: what do you think there are more of in the world, wheels or doors?
Wheels.
That was fast.
Wheels.
Right.
Hands down. Wheels.
Wheels?
why? Explain that
Wheels.
answer. Why?
Wheels. Okay. Well, every hinge on a door is technically a wheel.
Nah, you can't
No,
do
we're
that.
not gonna-
Yes, you can. That's
Get out of here.
That's
with
what
your
How's that
sample
work?
machines.
Nah. Every hinge on a door.
A doorknob That's a wheel.
Come on, nah.
That's a wheel, bro.
That's a door.
Okay, yes, no, it's
How
a
is
wheel.
that a wheel?
It's a wheel. That's what a mechanism does. That's what the mechanism is.
Nah,
He's trying to get on.
fam,
You
nah,
getting
nah,
mad
nah.
already? I didn't even say my point.
Bro, it's wheel. Not to mention, bro, there's so many cars out here.
Yeah.
Hot Wheels.
See, but
Hot Wheels.
All right, but you got to think. Every
but there's
car
doors
has
on them,
4
too.
doors.
Yes, but
No, they
there
got more
are
than
four.
18
They got
wheelers.
They got more than
Okay,
4.
Yeah.
okay, so here's the okay.
But then you got
so
houses with doors.
But you
and
also
no
got
wheels.
trains with wheels.
brother, but look,
And
if
doors.
we're-
And
but
doors
brother,
by you.
Yes,
if we're
but for
going by
every
that
door-
logic, there's cabinets. There's doors like that. There's
To the
Enough
sliding
doors.
Yes, I
Enough
understand that.
There's drawers.
That's not a door.
Why wouldn't it be?
But there's wheels.
Why
but there's-
wouldn't it be?
But there's
If-
wheels
if-
on
if-
drawers. Yes, to slide it, bro. Is there a wheel on a drawer?
So
yes
here's
or
the
no?
thing.
If you pull a drawer out, is there a wheel on the drawer? Yes or
when
no?
you pull a drawer out,
Is there a wheel? Producer man, tell me.
There are wheels on drawers.
There are wheels on drawers.
is there a handle on a drawer?
Yes.
Do you open it?
Yes.
Do you close it?
Yes.
It's a door.
It's not. There are wheels on the inside.
But I think we're forgetting that a lot of the world doesn't live in a developed space with cars or drawers. But do you know what every house and hut has? A door.
A opening.
I'm about to punch him.
It's an opening.
It's an open door.
It's not a door.
No,
Open to the
it's
elements.
just
This nigga changes words during arguments.
It's wheels. It's wheels. Hot Wheels. Definitely cars, 18-wheelers.
I don't know, bro.
Every door
Every
is
Hot
a
Wheels
wheel.
car has doors.
Yeah.
No, not they don't open.
the door is there.
Door.
You gotta think like.
But there's also wheel mechanisms
Yeah, but you
in
got
the door.
You've got skyscrapers, bro. Like, how many doors are inside of like big
But there are
office
wheel
buildings?
mechanisms for every
No,
door.
that-
Yes,
that's
there
not a
are.
wheel. That's
Mind
not
you,
a.
I said wheel.
How do
the
we
man said
define?
wheel mechanism.
What? Is that a wheel mechanism?
So you know what?
Yes, there.
By
The
that
doorknob is a wheel.
Leighton, I agree. A drawer is a door mechanism. The valves in your heart are door mechanisms.
Y'all are
What now,
retarded.
nigga? What now?
Y'all retarded.
Your lip is a door mechanism.
No, shut up. You're gonna piss me off.
You've been mad.
Oh my
You've
God.
been upset. Niggas are stupid.
Bro, it's wheels. Wheels is the answer.
How?
That's it.
Because of the mechanism.
Every door, there's a wheel. A doorknob is a wheel.
He's leaving through the door.
The wheel on the
the
door.
wheel.
That's
The wheel. Wheel.
It's not going around. It stops.
Sir, you're not even
It's
on a
a
camera.
wheel.
Get back
I'm
over
about to
here.
like.
It stops. It doesn't go around. It
It's
can't
a
spin.
wheel.
Okay, anyway, this was great. What are we talking about?
Stupid.
What's the answer, Matt?
Is water wet?
That Naruto meme.
If it's cold, it's wet.
Is water wet?
If it's cold, it's wet.
It's cold. It's wet.
But I feel like that's an inside joke.
It's not.
But man, door mechanisms.
The doors. It's not doors. It's wheels. There are more wheels.
I don't know if there's a.
I've never seen somebody say, "Yo, pass me that door wheel, fam."
You ever hear somebody say, "Pass me that door"? Whoever passes a door.
You are completely misunderstanding what I'm saying.
What are you-
When they're putting together a door and they need the door wheel.
You're not even in construction. Shut up.
I have been.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I forgot. 40,000 jobs Leighton has had.
Make that money.
Real Jamaican. Real Jamaican.
Bro, I'll show you where it was something I built too. It's right there on Andrews and Commercial.
Oh, you built that?
Just the walkway.
Yes, you poured
look.
concrete.
No, he passed the hammer to the guy that.
And the door wheels. I passed the hammer and the door wheels
Hey, bro. Hey.
to the builder guy.
If you open it up, it's a wheel in there.
A wheel mechanism.
A wheel mechanism.
What we talking about today?
Big ass door.
What we are today? We are trying to talk about faith in the trenches, the importance of
I feel bad for you.
faith
You gonna have to edit all that
in
screaming.
difficult times. Yeah, them levels finna kick your behind.
kick
Bro.
your
I am
ass.
sorry.
Yo, you had me second. I was like, dang, I should have post fade. Like, you had me thinking. I was like, dang, bro, I should have put the compressor on like after it got to the messed up.
Oh
It's all
man,
good.
So yeah,
God bless you. That's why we pay you.
right? And laughs and giggles
In friendship.
and friendship.
That's all we got.
If you guys want producer Matt to be able to eat, please subscribe to the Patreon.
Please.
Hungry, bruh.
That's how we pay him.
And laughs and giggles and friendship.
Yeah. Or come film your own podcast.
Yeah, for real.
Oh yeah.
Let you
What
know
is this place called again? What's the studio?
It's the Compound. We
The
are in
Compound.
Plantation.
Compound Studios.
That
Compound
sounds like somewhere they
Studios.
sell drugs.
Hey, come on. You got to get out the
Slide
mud.
It says it's not though. I'm sorry. You don't come down here for drugs.
Please don't.
All right, cool. So today we're talking about how does faith impact life's difficult circumstances? Can it impact life's difficult circumstances? Right? Like, how does faith help you overcome life's challenges?
I don't know how people live in this world without Jesus. I just don't understand. Just like life, people die. People like have you seen the cost of things? Like, I'm looking at houses now and the market is stupid.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Stupid. Bro, I'm literally like, how else am I supposed to afford to live? And I'm not broke.
Yeah.
So I can only imagine how hard it is for somebody that's broke.
It's hard, nigga. Nigga, it's hard as hell. I'll tell you right now.
How does anybody do this without Jesus?
It's hard, nigga. I'm trying to tell you right now.
But yeah,
And so that's I think even beyond like the merits that some may feel religion has or doesn't have, I think scientifically proves like actually faith is helpful. Even if people like we aren't sure if God exists, but scientifically prayer and faith are actually helpful things to have in moments of crisis. Like, it helps to have something to moor yourself to.
wasn't that like a Barna study or something like that, where they did the study and they found that like people of faith are more happier.
Oh yeah, they did that.
That are genuinely like, I think like 30% of people that pray and attend like religious services,
I mean,
are happier people.
it's hard to
generally.
not be happy if you have a thing where you could just be like, this is too much. Take it.
Take it to Jesus.
You want the Holy Ghost?
Like, you can really just cash your cares. You don't have to worry about it no more.
Because come on, word.
Oh, glory. Yo.
But no, like for real. So it's like once you cash your cares, and like you really don't have to care no more. Like for real.
Yeah.
You might want to move your mic. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so Dwayne was here on one of the episodes, and he was just talking about like the passing. We were talking about legacy and the passing of his dad. And he said when he heard he couldn't get here in time, like he couldn't drive and be here like in time. He couldn't fly and get here in time. The first place that he ended up defaulting to was like the church. And that feeling of like, hey, I'm not okay, but I went here rather than going to the strip club or finding like a prostitute on the side of the road, or like grabbing drugs, or you know what I'm saying, or like getting like stupid drunk. Like, hey, I went to something that didn't like ruin my relationships or ruin my health, or harm somebody else, which could have been like the default in like times of trauma. So I've realized like, oh, whether like whatever you like prescribe to, whether God exists or doesn't exist, like having like that layer of faith a lot of times stops or even helps like you and the people around you, because life is just going to throw trauma at you, period. In those spaces. So I was like, yo, that's very interesting, bro. Like at the very least, it like stopped him from doing something else.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's the important part. I think we all need a mechanism to
Dorm.
we all need a mechanism
I can't.
to help cope with life.
Too soon. Still vexed.
Shut up. It's wheels.
Right, so like, but we all do need these things, right? And the reality is, like, there has to be something, to Leighton's point, that you're able to cast your cares on.
Facts.
And some people like argue the merits of religion, argue the merits of faith, and like, well, faith has like harmed more people than anything else. Look at some numbers about how many people like stuff like communism has killed, right? Like before we start talking about the number of lives taken by faith, and then let's look at all the things that faith has contributed to society.
Come on.
Orphanages, schools, hospitals,
Every HBCU
Right.
in America.
like all.
I didn't know that.
yes.
Look at that.
All started by
That's
churches.
because you're kind of high color.
I see what kind of day it is. I see what kind of day it is.
You know, like you light skins are different. But sorry to all my light skinned brothers and sisters on the podcast.
Nah, we finna kill this nigga. Nah, we finna get his ass. Keep it up, nigga. It's about to be a whole bunch of waffle colored Negroes outside the crib. Get ready to jump your ass.
Waffle colored Negroes. Hey, yo.
Bunch of Lego my echoes.
What you were saying on the pod, Malik?
I don't even remember.
Imagine getting pulled up and it's just niggas in waffle suits, just with straps at your car.
They not finna do nothing. I'm finna play Drake. They finna start twerking, and then I'm finna walk away.
BBL
BBL Drizzy.
Yo, Kenny, bro, these niggas fooling.
The new Kung Fu Kenny.
Whatever happens on earth stays on earth.
Hey, come on now. Y'all know what it is.
Oh man! All right, so Leighton, we gotta get back and talk about something. I don't know what we're talking about anymore.
I don't want to talk to y'all no more.
Leighton, has faith ever helped you? How was your faith helping you overcome the difficulty of this current podcast season right now?
Damn.
It's only episode 2.
No, but on a real note, like, how does faith impact your ability to process? And because I think one of the beautiful things about this podcast is a lot of people that have different experiences, like different spectrums of where they find themselves in faith.
Yeah.
Right. And so that's why it's called Holy Hood. Right. And so because of that, like how how do you feel like, does it impact? Is there other ways you wish it impacted more, impacted less? For some of us, impacted less. Some things, like how does that play out?
I'm not sure. I might need a little time to think about
That's
that.
fine. We'll give you time, Taariq.
It depends. I guess when I'm thinking about it, it depends on like the season I was in. So like sometimes when like things were really rocky and like it was nice to have like God to go to, but it was also hard to have God to go to, right? Because you're not physically, like, I can't physically like touch you or like see, you know what I'm saying? Like I have to have faith that you are who you are and that you're inherently good so that trouble don't last always. But what I am saying is that like it's nice to have that, but then like when things get rocky and I'm just like, God, like where you at, bro? Where are you at? What are you doing in this season? Like you could do, I think we said it last season. We were just like, bro, like you got beef with me or something? Like, bro, like run it at this point. Take me out. Just stop playing. If you're gonna pull a trigger, pull a trigger. Do it. Like, but so it depending on what season, but I was in. So I can attest to like having that. But then I can also attest to the fact that like there were some moments where I felt so like close to God in like whatever hard season I was in or whatever it was. It was just like, oh, I'm here, I'm good. Like I feel your presence. Like I felt like you never left. You've always been here. So I can see both sides of how it can be helpful, but I can also see the other side where it's like, I don't know what you're doing. And you don't feel close. You get what I'm saying? So like now all I have to do is like to go by your word, which I'm not saying that's not enough. It is enough, but it also is like, hey, I'm struggling with feeling you and believing your word, even though I in my head, I'm reminding myself that it's true.
I feel that. I know, for instance, growing up where you always heard like how Christians are supposed to behave and how they conduct themselves and stuff like that. And so like for a while growing up, I correlated that with just like having the relationship with God or whatever. So growing up, there'll be certain instances where like, say somebody tried me, and though I'm not like quick to anger, I would want to beat the hell out of them. Like I'd want to be mad, but I couldn't. And I'd be like, damn, this Christianity stuff, like got me not as mad. Like I want to spaz on this thing. I can't. Like just stuff like that. Like that's the kind of stuff that I grew up with, where it was kind of like a weird, I don't know if that kind of answers the question, but like that kind of mindset was like where I was at. And it was kind of annoying to me because it was like I would want to, but for some reason I can't. And it's not even like I'm hard down like in the word heavy relationship with a guy, but it was just like that was just instilled in me so much at the time.
That's good.
Where like I just couldn't.
I feel like.
But I also know that's like you think about like a positive societal impact of that. Imagine if everyone had something in their brain when they wanted to spaz on somebody that would go, no, this wouldn't please the Lord.
Yeah, and it's that, and then part of it's like you might do too much. Like,
I feel that.
I will take it there. Leave me alone. Leave me alone, bro.
It's always the whole fam.
It's always the chill people.
Yeah, 100%, bro.
Yeah,
we chill for a reason.
Yo, that's actual. That's actually
always the
facts,
chill.
That's
bro.
facts, bro.
That's
I'm telling
big
you,
facts,
we're chill
bro.
because we have
Have
to be.
anger issues and we
have-
try to suppress them.
I
Yes,
have
bro.
to just let things
Bro,
roll. Water off a duck's back. bro.
Yes,
It's
no,
fine, bro.
literally,
Bro, you know,
Because if it gets to there,
bro. Oh my
Bro, my
god,
brother-in-law told me I remember once I went to go play ball one time, and I told my cousin, I said, "Yo, I'm on my way there. Call downs, because you know how niggas get, bro. Call downs, and if you don't know what that means, that's basically say you're next to play." I get there, this man is on the other side playing. I said, "You call downs?" No. I said, "Bro, these niggas closing like an hour and a half, 2 hours." Walking out, found out like there's 3 people got downs. I said, all right, I'm finna play regardless. So I'm on the court just dribbling around shooting while they playing full court.
Why are you crying?
I'm laughing, nigga. Anyway, before this dark skinned ass nigga
he gonna have the waffles out.
And so Amos is there, right? And I'm there just dribbling. I'm playing. I'm getting in everybody's way. I'm like, bro, I spent money to get in here. I'm playing. I don't care.
I feel you, yeah.
I told this nigga get downs. He ain't get downs. These niggas not finna kick my ass. They not finna kick me out of here. I'm playing.
Yo.
So I'm playing. Amos is laughing. And he looked at me and he was like, damn, nigga, you got anger problems. And I got upset because he said that. Nigga, no, I don't, bro. What are you talking about? Like, bro, and then that's like low key when it clicked. I was like, damn, I really might have anger. Like, I've gotten such a good handle on just like my emotions that I never really realized that like
That's
just because I'm not
handle.
that's why I'm not like lashing out or acting out. Like I don't have that problem. But I was like, damn, I
No,
really might
nigga.
for
No,
real.
it's real, bro. Like, all right. So what is it? It's what's the thing with numbers 9, 1s, 9s, 6s? Enneagrams. Sorry, took me a hot minute.
Voodoo?
So like,
what the hell are you
The
talking
what?
about?
the Enneagram. Have you heard?
Oh,
of Enneagram?
Enneagram. Yeah.
All right. So like, I'm a 9. I remember being a kid, like a younger kid, and always being upset, bro. Like, and I would go to my mother, my Jamaican mother, and be like, "Mom, I have anger issues." And she's like, "No, you're fine. You just need to pray." And I was like, all right. But literally over time ended up becoming, I think, somebody that is a peacekeeper, like wants everybody to be chill because I know I have anger issues. Like,
If y'all ain't chill, I'm
like,
not gonna be chill.
Bro, and there's only
stuff?
fam. I was talking to Chantel about it because she's only. I had a conversation with some friends that are of the Caucasian persuasion. And
the mountain people.
there you go. And like I was just having a conversation, and I wasn't like hype or anything. I like just stood up and like expressed my points, and they were like, "Oh dang, we're sorry that we made you upset." And Chantel was like, "Nah, he's not mad." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm not upset. Like I'm just chilling. Like da da da." Like she's like, "Yo, I've seen him mad. There's only been one time I've ever seen him mad, and like literally y'all don't want to see him mad, and it doesn't happen frequently. But it's like, yo, like." I'm chill for a reason. Like we just be vibing for a reason because you don't.
Bro.
You might just take it that far, and there's a Holy Spirit behind you saying, "Bruh, chill."
My life is over,
For real.
Now I'm in prison.
I'm sitting here thinking about the one time my wife has seen me mad, and it was
Not
not good. I literally like.
Apologize for.
I'm so sorry. Like I
feel
felt
you.
so bad.
I feel you.
Bro. I said just everything that could ever come to a man's mind. It was just coming, and I didn't care, bro. I didn't care. But it
Now
was
imagine
bad.
me, the nigga who don't care regularly.
by default.
By default.
By default. If I ever tell you, yo, just leave me alone, in that tone, walk away, please. Like that's my last straw. Like that's it, bro.
said-
That's my last straw. Like,
The
bro,
piano
just-
that
bro,
broke
just-
the camel's
just leave me
back.
alone.
Please help yourself right now.
Please help me help
Like, I'm
you.
on my same manual, bro. Just leave me alone. Like if I look defeated, I am. Leave, nigga, leave.
Because if I'm defeated, you defeated.
You about to be defeated,
I'm about to feel what I'm feeling.
bro.
Where were we? Where were
I
we?
don't even know. I don't even
This is
know.
good. This is healthy.
But I've lost my train of thought.
No, you're good.
Just that-
So, yeah, so like-
faith in the church.
there we go.
Faith.
Yeah,
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, and so but like, and I think we got there because like there are moments where your faith should hold you back.
Yeah.
Right? And like there should be something in you, like if you are a professing Christian, where the Holy Spirit has the ability to constrain you. And if you find yourself in a spot where you are without constraints and you are still a professing Christian, you might have to do some examination. Why doesn't God have control of my life in such a way that that his closeness to me makes me not want to do something?
That's good.
Right? Like, or just my respect for him. Right? Like, you know, you might not feel close, but to like Leighton's point, like, you know, like I'm like Leighton said, like this is his profession was like, you know, like he doesn't like, you know, a Bible guy, like he doesn't like read all that, but like, but my respect and my understanding of God lets me know that this is not okay.
Yeah.
And there has to be something where like there might be moments where like you don't feel him, but your respect and your understanding.
Feel him.
You may not feel him.
Okay, I did not say it like that.
You may not
No, I
feel
didn't.
him. Feel him.
You sound like him from Powerpuff Girls.
Feel him.
I really hate it here, but it's okay.
So wait, Malik, has there been a situation where you felt like that constraint, where it's like, hey, like I could have like snapped, or I could have like resorted. I could have resorted to something else, but like because I'm a Christian, it's
in real
held me
life.
back.
In real life.
IRL.
All right, so here's the thing. This is gonna have to be a heavily redacted account. Y'all are moving furniture today. All right, y'all are messing up this. Come on, tell us story. We're waiting. So,
Heavily redacted. Come on.
We're out having fun at a friend's house. We're out having fun.
His house.
My house. I'm trying to heavily redact this story. I am trying to heavily redact.
We're not going to interrupt you. Just go.
All right. The story will be truthful and this will be highly edited. All right. So he puts the mic away because he can't control himself. All right. So we're at a friend's house and we're out and so it's us and a group of a friends, and they're like we're all like at the house having fun. And so we're chilling and like the other group of friends starts like messing with us. They start like turning TVs off and playing video games, all sorts of stuff. And we're like, hey, y'all like stop. Like it's after we just start playing video games. Like this is what we do. This is before either of us were married. We go over his house and we play video games, right? And so he is crying, and so we're there, and it continues. And like when you're a teenager and you're having fun, it starts turning into play fights.
Yo, he crying for real.
That turned into a play fight, and so we are outside. We're outside on his lawn, and this play fight occurs, and there's the play fight. And of course, we're play fighting. Like, there's some got belts, we're like swinging the belts around.
Whoa.
Like play fighting. And then out of nowhere,
Somebody slap you with a belt.
oh, I wish. Out of nowhere, someone comes up to me, and when I tell you, hauls off, like Mike Tyson right hooks me. Like knocks my glasses off.
It was two. I was standing right, bro. I was standing right there next to, bro. I'm talking about boop boop. Like, and Malik was like,
no. You missed a part.
Oh, we're sorry. Okay,
You missed a part.
remember redacted.
Yes. He got grabbed and slammed into my daddy's van.
Oh, yes.
And then,
First?
Yes.
Oh, it was aggression.
He got
they
grabbed him, slammed him into my dad's van and boop, boop. And all you heard was, oh, you mad in
real life? He said, he looked at me. He said, Taariq, they mad in real life. Like, he grabbed their hands and he was like, Taariq, they mad in real life.
Like,
his glasses are broken. They're in shambles. He's lost his sight. He can't see.
now.
And bro, I wish I could show you my mental image, bro.
Cause it was a different side of Malik.
Yes, bro.
A completely different side. Like after everything went down, I was like, I don't think I've heard that before.
Bro, Malik. I wish I could quote him.
So you can quote. If it's referring to me, that's fine.
Oh yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
God, he was like, what did he say? He was like, go punch me in the. What's wrong with this? What the wrong with them? I've never heard Malik cuss like this
Bro, never.
in my life.
Bro, the nigga clear, he's gone inside, and we're just outside trying to collect everything that we were just like,
bro. We were just
bro,
like, what just
we
happened?
looked at the person, we was like, you really just, and then they said, what happened?
bro.
Malik.
They were like, I blacked out.
We was like, when?
What's wrong with you, bro? Bro.
That was
Malik was in the house fixing his glasses and
fuming, bro.
cussing,
Fuming.
bro. Fuming. I if there was ever a time where Malik was going to kill somebody, it would have been
Lord
that.
God.
Bro,
That was,
I'm talking about poop, poop, and Malik said, oh.
He said, oh, you mad in real life?
Taariq, they mad in real life. I said, oh my.
Not
Stop.
Everybody there's just like, bro, we were playing.
Everything
was good
ceased.
vibes until that moment.
Ceased, bro.
Everybody
Everything
was like-
ceased. What happened?
Insanity, bro.
Everything
Malik.
ceased,
So,
bro.
so you take a 2-piece
And a biscuit.
and you
Biscuit
you
came
you
first. The biscuit was the
you realize
him your ass up
oh
on that thing.
like we weren't playing anymore. This is for real,
Bro.
and I have a decision to make.
But see, this is the thing though. We're literally all playing. It's all smiles and laughs on
Yeah.
everybody's face, including the one that did that.
Yeah.
So when that happened, we're just like,
Where did this
happen?
where did this
Alright,
come
so
from?
What caused you? Because like at that point, it's like, bro, like either we fighting or like
there was no fighting.
oh
There was no fighting. There was no fighting there.
It's gonna be violence or something else. What was the thought process? Was it like, yo, I'm going to like remove myself from this before this escalates
like,
beyond a point of control?
Part of me is like, I don't want to go to jail.
I feel that.
That's like a large part of my life's mission.
So it wasn't the spirit; it was the law.
Yeah.
And the spirit does a good job of reminding us of
was
the
the
law.
law.
Come on.
That'll preach. All right, come on now. I didn't come to abolish the law. I came to fulfill it.
Come on.
And sometimes you got to fulfill these U.S. laws too. And so, it was that because of course, like I guess we could thank God that like after I like grabbed their arm, but the person stopped swinging. I know what would happen if like they're still trying to like
Yeah, then it would have been no.
then I can't walk away. But because I'm like, okay, they stopped, I can walk away.
Wait, so you have them in grasp and are talking to Taariq?
Like the 2-piece happened.
Yes, he
boom.
grabs them.
Oh,
and he's
they
like,
mad
yo,
for real.
you're mad. He was like, Taariq,
Oh yeah,
they're
no.
mad in real life.
Doesn't talk to the person.
No,
He's talking to his homeboy.
to me. And I'm like, yo, stop. Like,
He was like,
stop.
yo, Taariq, if you just say go, I swear to God, I swear. These hands will go from here to their neck.
Yes, bro.
Just say something.
That was funny as hell, bro.
Taariq, say something to me.
He was like, give me,
okay.
give me the word.
Say I can do it.
Approve me. Approval.
Nike.
Just do it.
So this is an important part. There's a part of faith we often forget, which is community.
Yeah.
You
there
have
go.
to have
Come on.
people who are gonna talk you off of a ledge.
Come on.
Pastor gonna preach. Go ahead.
Right? No, but it's
He gonna bring it
true.
home. He gonna
Like
bring it home.
it's true. Like there have to be people, and so like yeah. So like I grab it. I'm like, first I'm like, my glasses are broken. I can't see.
I can't see.
Like if you ever want to like, I don't want it for fun. I'm really blind. Like I'm really. Like I can't.
Don't
like,
matter.
I'm like, I
Samson
don't wear
couldn't
these
see that
for
gouge
fun.
his eyes
Yeah,
out.
like Leighton's right here. I don't know who this is without my glasses. Right, like I am that blind. And so I'm like, damn, I can't see. So number my combat effectiveness is down.
My combat effectiveness, but my grapple, I want to make sure. Am I holding the right one?
He went into
Because I'm not letting go.
jujitsu mode real quick. Say it. Tell me. I
lock it right now.
I'll end everything right now.
Lock it right now.
And so, but no, I think there's a beauty to like being in a space where like people aren't gonna egg you on to make a bad decision.
That part, yeah.
Because I wish there's a world where I'm like, and the Lord told me to go into. I was like, no, I was like,
And swing on that.
I need to separate myself.
Yeah.
So I picked up the broken pieces of my glasses, and
Broken pieces.
and I go inside.
And he was the only one inside, by the way. Everyone else was still outside. We were just
Yeah, I
like,
probably
bro,
would have
ain't
rathered
no
it that way.
bro.
Like,
And so-
nobody talk to me, nobody say nothing to me.
Exactly, and that I think we have to. You have to know yourself to like, and like this is outside of faith. You have to know yourself to know that this situation is going to produce the best in me.
Yeah.
So I need to remove myself because the reality is, I don't care if I lose or not. You're dying. Like,
Malik.
what? I don't know about
It's
it.
0 to
But I
100,
mean,
bro.
but are you?
This nigga said, "You want to fight me? You're gonna fight for your life."
I'll show you a real fight.
Hey, let's send your ass to the gates and not repent.
One way. It's a one-way ticket to the pearly gates, my boy.
And so it's
about to punch in.
And you're not about to punch out.
I think like that's the importance of community. Like people around you who are like, truth, like, hey, all right, we're gonna stop this right now. Like this is not going any further.
Please.
Like this is not becoming a thing. That and then when I'm in the room, like I'm sure I'm upset, but I'm like reminding myself, hey Malik, it's like we're okay. Like we're fine.
Not dead.
We're not like I'm not dead. Like like we're good. And then
I got insurance on my glasses.
right? and then you take a moment, you're like, okay, God help me.
Yeah.
And right until like 15 minutes after, I was still upset, but I wasn't fuming.
Yeah.
And I
We
think
definitely didn't make no jokes about it that night. We ain't made no jokes that night.
Just went right back to playing Rocket League.
48 hours later, though.
like, damn, you got hit, my dog.
Yeah, boy.
Said, God damn.
Boy, they waxed your head,
boy, your jaw good.
boy. That boy had a frozen peas on the eye like the moon. Boy, they waxed your head.
I ain't never seen a hook like that, boy.
Oh man. So yeah, and I've had several stories or instances in my life where like there are moments where I'm like, hey God, I need help.
Yeah.
And like, hey God, if you don't help me,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do
I'm
it.
gonna do it.
When the rubber
I ain't
meets the
gonna lie.
road.
I'm not gonna lie.
When the
That's
rubber
one of
meets-
the most like main like prayers I pray. Like
Yeah.
when I'm at that point, nigga, if you don't do something now,
You bet. You got. Listen.
if you don't do
Listen.
something now.
I'm on the way with the blicky. You better.
And that's just
you
what
better
people
stop
trying
me.
me life. Like once
Yeah.
I'm getting to the point where I'm like, yo, this is getting too annoying. I'm about to.
I'm about. Hey, look.
better
I
do
see.
something quick. Found me a little $20. I'm like, all right, cool.
Hey,
Okay, you see me.
You see me.
I chill.
Yeah. But it's moments like that where I think like it strengthens our faith.
Oh, for sure.
Where like I'll always tell this story, bro. Like when we growing up, we were broke, bro. Broke. I'm talking like standing in soup kitchen lines, broke. Like where mama got to make a decision. Like, hey, do I pay the rent or do I pay the light bill?
Yeah.
Like that kind of broke. And I remember sitting in the house. We ain't had no foods. Cupboards were bare, bro, bare. And my mom just was like, set the table. For what, nigga?
That would've
There's
pissed me off.
Food here.
I'm not gonna hold you. That would have.
Do you see me?
Off.
I'm already fat and I'm hungry. You gonna tell me? You gonna tell me to set the table? What am I setting the table for, bro? Set the table. Boom, 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 boom. Whatever. We're just sitting at the table looking at each other. Not even 5 minutes later, there's a knock on the door. This lady brought us a fully cooked meal, bro.
Let's go.
Fully cooked. She was just like, the Lord told me to tell you to bring this to you. Bro, I'm talking about oxtail, brown stew chicken, rice and peas,
Multiple proteins.
Bro, multiple proteins.
Let's go.
Bro, I'm talking, bro, food galore. I'm talking about and I was just like, but it was at that moment, I was probably like, maybe like 12 or 13, something like that. And I will forever remember that story. And I remember asking my mom, like, why did you do that? And she was like, the Holy Spirit told me. And that's why when people be like, the Holy Spirit don't speak, I'm like, hey, I don't know about that. Because I have like,
You've seen stuff.
I've seen things.
Nah,
I can't.
Auntie V definitely helped, like with the faith for me, bro.
I feel that.
On some aspects.
Because there was no way you just thought that like, this lady don't even have your number.
Yeah.
Don't have your number at all. She dropped us off one time.
Yeah.
One time she dropped us home from home to church.
Yeah.
And you just randomly decide to drive back the one time that you dropped us off. You get what I'm saying? So it was just like, bro, like
Yeah.
that stuff like that like strengthens my faith. Where I'm like, okay, though I'm in the midst of the trial, though I'm struggling now, like, okay, there's a God in heaven that actually, what was the word? He's a God that is touched with the feelings of our infirmities. Like he knows how we feel at any given point. So when we've lost or when we're struggling, he knows. he knows like shut up. He knows like how we feel because he struggled. He knows when we lost that when we lose, he's like lost people or whatever or in things like he's been homeless. He said the foxes have holes, the birds have the trees, but the Son of Man has nowhere to lay his head. Like he's homeless. So he knows. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, when I see you provide for me in this moment, and I know there's absolutely no other way this could have been outside of God.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now I'm like, okay, cool. Now I know you see me, and now when I pray, I don't feel like I'm praying in vain. I don't feel like it's just like the words are hitting the ceiling and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I'm being heard in that moment. And I think for me, when the rubber meet the road and we in the trenches, and that's when like my faith is strengthened.
Yeah, like so James says like count it all joy when you fall into various trials, knowing that the testing of your faith produces patience, right?
Patience, yeah.
Like that's like
And
let patience have its perfect work, so that you be complete, lacking nothing. Like so what you explained is like something similar to that, where your mom was like, hey, like me walking out on this faith in this trial is like we're gonna do this and we gonna see what's going like all right, like Holy Spirit, whatever this thing is that's like telling me to do this, like we just gonna do this and we'll see what's gonna happen. And her obedience to that situation like met the immediate need, but also instilled something even greater than you guys having a meal for that day. Like it's something that you can like go back to and eat from. Dang, that's crazy. That you could go back to when your faith is low, there. Like, and when you're like, dang God, like what the heck? But then you remember, dang, there was that one time when I was 12 and mom's like set the table and we have no food, and like this random person that dropped us off like food that has only been to our house one time, like pulled up. So like, dang God, like you did it then, and I know that like you're here. But then there's also like I think the vibe of like, okay, but even if he doesn't come through, then what? You know what I'm saying? Like what happens when like he says like, yo, like things are gonna be straight, or you feel like the Spirit saying things are gonna be straight, set the table, you set the table and y'all hungry. Like you set the table and nothing comes up.
He kind of just said what I was gonna say.
Well, now you can say it. Damn. Say it anyway.
All right, so I was gonna say like because I was just thinking about it where I'm the type of nigga if I have a need, I'm just gonna go fill that need. Like I'm not one to ask around for help or whatever. But the thought just came to me like how on TV was like told y'all to go set the table, had no reason to set it, but whatever. Sometimes you gotta like I guess set the atmosphere to whatever you're trying to receive or whatever you need. Like you're supposed to prep or like work towards those things. So when it comes, there's no effort. Like you could just get to it. Like the food got there. I got to just eat because everything was ready. Right. You feel me? So like that kind of
yeah. But I think there's a reality to like to faith that I think a lot of people have with faith, and it is the moments where I thought I was supposed to set the table. I thought food was coming. It's 11:30 at night. No one's coming.
Kids gone to bed.
The kids have gone to bed, and you realize that having faith does sometimes put you in positions to where you feel like the thing you've prepared for just isn't coming.
Now I got egg on my face.
Right? Not I got egg on my face. I'm like,
I look dumb. I look dumb. I could have cooked with that.
Right? Like the pain of putting the plates back up.
Ooh,
right?
That's what be messing me up. Because now once I put it up, it's not coming back out.
Yes,
it's not coming back out.
But the thing that I found myself struggling with is like God, I believe that you can do it. I just don't know if you're gonna do it for me
right now in this situation.
Like for me right now in this moment, and that's the thing that I think a lot of people struggle with.
Right.
Where it's like, bro, like I've seen you do it. I've seen you heal their grandmama. I've seen 30 grandmamas healed. My granny's sick now. I don't know if you're going to heal mine in this moment.
Heavy, bro.
Because I also know that there are for every one granny that was healed, there was a granny that wasn't. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, now I don't know which number am I?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And I think the part of faith is like trust and bro, this is I'm by no means a master, but trusting God's goodness even when it doesn't seem such. You get what I'm saying? Where it's like, bro, like this doesn't look good. This doesn't feel good. This doesn't sound good. The situation's not good. Nothing about this is good. But I trust you anyway because I see what you're doing. You know what I mean? I trust you inherently.
Yeah, and I think there are two aspects to that. One is like we have to build these memorial stones in our lives. These memories that are core memories of our faith. That even when he doesn't provide on the plate today, I know that he's done it before.
Yeah.
And then because I know that he's done it before, I'm going to trust that this moment, this moment is off. I'm going to keep putting his plates out because he's done it before. That and we have to learn to trust people's character. And trusting God's characters is vitally important. Anyone who has friendships or has relationships will tell you like there are moments where there are things going on in the friendship or the relationship where like I don't like what they did. But who do I know them to be? And if there are moments where their actions don't line up with who I know them to be, I have to ask if this situation like is it discolored somehow? Am I seeing it from a different vantage point? And then you talk to somebody and you're like, oh, they didn't do XYZ because ABC was going on in their life.
Yeah.
And these two things caused an issue.
Wouldn't you want to also bring it up to them at that point as well?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's an aspect of faith that I think we have lost in a lot of ways. Bringing stuff up to God and being frustrated.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my main thing.
Right.
If you beefing at the wedding, you should be beefing at that wedding.
I can do that.
Legit. There's sometimes like I'll finish praying, I'll be like, damn. That was a lot of complaints. I'm back, my nigga. Thank you for like legit, because I just be bro. If I'm annoyed on something, I don't like feeling it. I don't really express it to other people. I'm gonna talk to God, bro.
And I
talk to God for real,
fam. And I feel like you're saying that, bro. Like I feel like that's like true religion, in my opinion, bro. Like you walking out your relationship with God in an authentic manner, is huge. Like I feel like prior to my like God given like experience when I was like youth leading and doing the whole thing and like had like this like whitewashed version of like what Christianity is supposed to be. Like God literally hit me with the 2-piece and I grabbed him and I was like, yo, he fighting in real life. like God is like me. God really out here mad at me in real life.
It was my hair.
Oh my God. I was like, yo, bro, you like that in real life?
Nah,
and I thought we would like. I thought everything was Gucci.
Yeah,
I thought like it was fun and games. Like I thought like yo, that you always come through. I thought everything was always sweet. It was like yo, nah. Sometimes like I allow things to happen, or sometimes even cause things to happen and to navigate like things in a specific way. And I was like, oh, one of two things happened in that situation, right? Like I'm pissed. We redact that conversation. Either I'm gonna be like, yo, like Nike, like screw this dude. Which it was Nike off bat, like in the first time that it happened. It was Nike. Nah, like we're done. Like
I feel that.
throwing like hands in the, like,
I feel that.
Air. Until over time, like a realization where he had to come in and be like, hey, look, like this is me, this is real, like, and I love you. And I was like, oh snap, nah, this dude is like for real. And he was almost like, hey, I wanted it to happen this way so that way like you can get here, so that way you can understand me for real. So if you're mad, talk to me. Like don't be over here like expressing me the way like some of Job's friends expressed him, which sounded honest to who he is. It's like, yo, like dang, like Job's homeboy literally said that, and it's like, yeah, God definitely does that. Like you read it, you kind of like that sound like God though. Like this is the God that I know, and God's like,
that's not me.
You don't know me.
That's not my character.
You don't know me. And a matter of fact, Job, you better go do
tell
sacrifices for these boys. Like bro, you represented
talking
me.
Crazy on
talking crazy on my name,
bro. Crazy.
They don't know,
bro. They said the wind that knocked the house down. They were like, yeah, they made reference to it. And they were like, yeah, well, the God that blew the house down is the same spirit. And it's like, bro, what? Yeah. You're saying God killed a man kids?
Crazy
like
on
stuff
my
like
name.
that. So like, I think one of the things that, and I said this last episode when Dwayne was here, like Job has like been like my book that's like ringing true this year for me. And in the midst of the good times, the bad times, like I just keep coming back to this book. And it actually happened like a little bit before like Bishop's passing. And I was just in the book. And one of the things that I've noticed, like especially with Job, is like your faith and your doubt, like they kind of go hand in hand, bro. I mean, obviously, like one eventually wins out, but where you're met at a crossroads and you have to like make a decision. Am I gonna go the faith route or am I gonna keep going the doubt route? But I think sometimes we don't leave grace for ourselves to have that doubt in our life. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like it's like, okay, God, I know that you can. That's faith. But will you do it this time? That's the doubt.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Or like what's the scripture? The guy he's like, Lord, I believe, but help my unbelief.
Yeah.
Like help me with the pieces of me that don't believe.
Yeah.
Help me with the pieces of me that do doubt. And it was in that times where it's like, I think God shows up very, very strong.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, I'm here for you.
Yeah.
Like I got you. There's nothing, there's no, my hand's not short. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff
bro,
like
it's the
that.
3 Hebrew boys in the fire, bro. They
That
were
too,
like, yo,
bro.
like,
You can-
like, yo, we believe that he can deliver us, and even if he doesn't,
don't,
like, yo, we still not going back.
still God.
And that's the
Like-
thing. I think like a lot of us, when it comes to faith, we expect a faith without conflict and difficulty, or like we expect, because in some organizations and Christian circles do preach a faith without difficulty and without tough circumstances. That's not the way it works. And some people might like hear a Matt story about like God gave him a 2-piece, and God's like, well, I allowed this to like so this could happen, and they're like, well, you gotta be sadistic. What kind of God does that? So I remember like if you ever been like counseling with another person, they'll tell you like, hey, conflict is extremely healthy for a relationship. But like if your relationship doesn't have conflict, if it doesn't have these butting of the heads,
Shut up.
there is no anyway, there's no depth to the relationship. And so the question is,
Sound like my wife.
I'm sorry. Don't. She's a lawyer, right? I'll take that.
Shut up, both of you. All of you are wrong.
And I think some of us want a very surface level relationship with God.
I feel that.
And God's like, I love you too much to have a surface level relationship with you.
Yeah.
And I know that the trying of your faith is the patience and perfection I'm looking for is I need you to know me.
Yeah.
And you're not going to get to know me if everything is always smooth sailing. If you and your partner never have a difficulty and you never have a problem, you don't learn their character.
Somebody's lying.
Somebody's lying.
Yeah.
Somebody's lying.
Somebody's pretending.
Yeah.
Somebody's pretending, and they have somebody they're not pretending with. Ooh, so but that's the reality.
Well.
That's a bar. That's a bar.
Think about relationship with God. Many of us who have like surface level relationships with God have somebody else who we're not pretending with. We have another person, another substance who is getting that real, authentic, angry version of ourselves that God is trying to pull into our relationship with Him. He's like, I know you toe up. Let's be told. Like, come on, show it to me.
Yeah.
Like, I need it.
Me. Whip it out. Let me see it. Come on.
Put it on the table.
Put it on the table.
I'm just happy to be here, y'all boys.
Right? Like, I'm just happy to be here. Like, I'm just so glad to be here.
Show me the toe up part. Pull it out.
Hey, he's crazy. But
Put it in the bag.
but that's the
SpongeBob reference.
SpongeBob reference.
Gotta get one in. But that's the reality, I think. And so those are like, what type of God would allow this? What type of? I'd ask you this the reverse question: what type of relationship has conflict? A good one,
A growing one.
a growing one that will have depth. So what type of God would allow that? A God who loves you so much that He actually wants to have a deep relationship with you. And so you're like, hey, like God, all of this is going on. Great. He wants you to know Him in the middle of this pain. Right.
Yeah.
So what could God have, instead of having you guys set a table and wait, could He have just provided a job that made a lot of money? Sure. That wouldn't be a story you remember.
That's good.
Wow.
That's good.
I never thought about it.
It wouldn't be a
That's
story
good.
you remember. It would just be like, oh yeah, mom's always had a good job. But now a marking moment of your faith had to come in the middle of difficulty.
Come on.
You just brought that full circle. I was
Was that
Where the tambourine, bro?
We keeping that right here. Anytime somebody spit.
bro, but no, that you just brought
That's
that
crazy.
like full circle for me. Because I spent years like, Okay, yeah, that was just like that was like a God moment. But it never dawned on me that it was like, it could have been otherwise.
It was
but
a
you
checkpoint
wouldn't
in
know.
your faith.
Yes, but you wouldn't know God in this way.
Yeah.
I never saw.
Yeah.
My God.
And so we are like, how does your faith help in difficulties? And like, as we wrap up, here's one thing that the Bible always does when people encounter difficult moments or they encounter situations. A lot of people leave with a new name for God. They learn him in a new way.
Yeah.
And so we'll see all of these names like Jehovah Nisi, Jehovah Rapha, Jehovah Shalom. People like, what happens is God does something and then someone says, oh, he's this.
Yeah.
He is the God of peace. He is the God who saw me. And there has to become a moment in your life where you're like, so that's what does faith do? Faith helps you in the middle of bad situations see that there's a good God and that he is doing something good.
That's good.
And again, this is like scientific. Like there has to be something that moors and anchors you. And I've said that on this podcast before, it better be Jesus. Because it's the only one that's actually lasted for a really long time. If you haven't noticed, people were Christian for a while and they keep becoming Christian. And this thing keeps happening.
And people were killing Christians, and people were still becoming Christians. Yes,
right. And that isn't a statement of validity, but it is a statement to investigate these claims of all of these other gods out there. And I know which one's going to win, so I'm going to ask you to investigate it and find out which thing that you put your faith in is the one that should really sustain you.
That's good.
We're like there has to be something that keeps you. It's like there's some people out there like, and we have friends who like don't have faith, and when life hits the fan, they are gone.
Yeah.
Like they high, drunk in somebody, under somebody, all sorts of stuff, and that's just shut up, and that's just and that's the reality of the situation. Okay,
Sound like a good time to me.
hey yo,
we can't be serious here. We can't.
Oh man! But as we wrap this up, any closing thoughts? Matt, Matt, you've had some difficulty. Like, is there anything like in this season that you've learned? How has faith informed, as we like wrap up, how has faith informed your difficult season right now?
Yeah. I mean, it's been a trash season, not season 2, the podcast, but like just a season of life.
He hates our podcast. He hates it, and he's a producer.
We're never getting out of this studio.
Help!
We're never getting that 5th microphone.
Wheels and I can't get out.
We holy, but we never getting out the hood.
Yo, yeah. This season has showed me like heavily that like I wouldn't have been able to get through without being either on top of somebody or underneath somebody, drunk, high, like probably drugged up, maybe on the streets, maybe like committing murder, maybe even suicide, bro. Like without faith. Like that was like the thing that literally got me through. And I remember just like a specific, very, very, very specific moment where like the trigger of the season kind of like came back. And everything that I would go to, like every vice that I would have that would help me mitigate my emotion, didn't work. Like it just was not like enough. And at that moment it was like, oh, I can see how like a Mac Miller will like OD on fentanyl. Like I can see how like this person would have like probably like resorted to like to like just killing themselves. Like I can see how like something can be so like heavy on a person that they like cross a line because the things that like were before that line just didn't help anymore. Like I was like, yo, all right, cool. Let me watch this. Like, let me watch Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Like, and we catch up on that real quick. And like, once I watch an episode, like I'll forget about what I'm feeling right now and like watch like maybe 2 minutes. And I was like, yo, this isn't helping. Like, babe, let's play the game real quick. Like me, like literally like booted it and like turned it right off. And I was like, yo, I like nothing is helping me right now. Like pour it up. Like I was just like just upset, pissed, depressed. And I was like, yo, like the only thing that's sustaining me right now is believing that there's a purpose and that God has it. And like literally like he's in this. Because like the next thing would have been like, hey, like, yo, like, can y'all bring something heavy my way? You know what I'm saying? And something stopped me. Like there's like a block where it's like, no, bro, like I got you. Like I got it. And there's this realization where it's like, yo, even if you don't exist, just that alone like is life. Like that is sustaining and holding my life. Like this faith is sustaining and holding me back from the traumas of the world producing death. And it has like consistently done that. Like in those seasons, and it's like, all right, cool. Then you get out of it, and then he shows you like, hey, remember, I've been with you throughout this entire thing, bro. Like, look at all the conversations that you're having about this season with these people that like are now like now coming to me. Like, look at like the fact that in the depths of it, like people that y'all knew like were just like randomly there, like out of like the blue. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at how I've like showed up in like these little ways, like, yo, I know that it's difficult, but I'm here with you, like in this fire. Like you guys are gonna go through it, and come back out of it, and it'll be a testimony for you. And it's like, all right, cool. Like, well, then I'm gonna trust that you're gonna do it, because I've had like times when I've produced faith, set the table, and saw you provide. And because of that, it's this constant reminder that even though you haven't seen it in the way that you thought it would have produced before, like I'm still doing it. I'm still here with y'all now. So yeah, bro, I think that like going back to Malik's point, like as a closing remark for me, like if you are considering it, definitely investigate it, bro. Like investigate the faith. Even just for the fact that like, hey, there are difficult times in life. And this could be something that helps you not produce death.
Or you feel alone.
Or feel alone.
Yeah. Any other thoughts before we get up out of here?
I'll just say, like, I think there are moments in our life, just to follow what Matt, just to kind of wrap up what Matt was saying. I think there are moments in our life where, like, we see ourselves like walking with God, and then we feel like it's just us walking, but it's actually Him carrying us.
Yeah.
And I think there's so many seasons in life where I can look back and I'm like, I never would have made it through if you did not carry me to this point. If you didn't pick me up and like literally like carry me to a better place, because I had no other option. You know what I'm saying? So I think that would be, hey, investigate God, because like if he can carry my big ass, he can definitely carry your problems. That's all I'm saying.
Amen.
All right.
Amen. Any thoughts, Laylee?
No.
I know his name is.
You know, I met somebody with that name.
Laylee?
Yeah, I think I told you guys that.
Yeah, you did.
That's crazy.
But yeah. All right, cool.
All right, cool. But yeah, and so listen, if you're ever like, please investigate God, faith, spirituality. Please. I have a biased opinion, but it's the right one anyway. But investigate like Jesus Christ, the Son of the living God. Right? Like investigate that. And of course, and if you are a Christian, and like this has been a consistent theme echoing from last year into this one, is like be vulnerable with God.
Yeah.
Be willing to go to a place where you're like, hey God, I'm upset. Like this is not working. Like I need you to come through. Like this isn't gonna work.
Yeah.
Like bring all of that to the table, because He actually wants a real, vibrant, like actual relationship with you.
Yeah.
And He's gonna get there. And that's gonna happen, and that will produce such a faith, and that will produce endurance in you to be able to withstand other trials. Because unfortunately, life is just gonna have trials.
That's it.
Right? Like life gonna keep life.
Life
Keep on
Life gonna keep life, and you might as well do it in a way that's sustainable.
Come on.
Right? If you're gonna keep being here, if life is gonna keep lifing, cling to something that's gonna actually help you out.
Well,
Right? Like
Life's going life, so do life with the giver of life.
you better preach. Come on.
we're out of here.
We out of here. We want to say something stupid. Get out of here. Go on, get.
You already know the real nigga coming out of so-flow. And the flow wavy got a bolo. Oh no, looking like you running out of stamina. Call yourself an animal, cause you know